Hello, my name is Mary Beth Walker, and I am one of the recipients of the generous Columbia Friendship Circle Scholarship. I'm so honored and thankful to have received this scholarship. So, a little bit about me. I am a native of Atlanta, Georgia, and have lived here my whole life, apart from my time in college. I was raised Methodist, but was baptized at Central Presbyterian Church in Atlanta, where my grandmother, Mary Caroline Lindsay, has been a loyal member for decades. I was extremely active in my church growing up, and I'm grateful for the relationships and the firm foundation that the church provided for me during my formative years. When I was a senior in high school, my youth minister at the time asked me if I had ever considered a career in ministry. I was shocked by her question, and I quickly wrote her off as I had always planned to become a teacher like my mother and grandmother before me. I went to college to get my teaching degree and soon learned that I was destined not for the classroom. I found out that I cared more about the relationships with the students than I did if they learned grammar or math. This realization, coupled with the voice of my youth minister, pushed me to explore internships within the church setting. During my graduate program at Vanderbilt, I began working at a church in their elementary Sunday school program. I loved it. I finally found a place where I felt alive and fulfilled, and that felt really that God was leading me to work in a church. I then moved back to Atlanta, where I worked at Peachtree Presbyterian Church for 7 years in their student ministry. I loved my time at Peachtree, and I primarily worked in middle school ministry, but my main focus was on discipling young girls. While at Peachtree, I began to take seminary classes part-time, is that I knew that I wanted to pursue a career in ministry outside of youth ministry eventually. So about 6 years into my time at Peachtree, I went to my boss at the time and I told him that I was burnt out and that I was planning on leaving and attending seminary full-time. He asked me to stay just one more year, and we were able to create a job for me that would allow me to live out more of my passions. Although looking back now, God had other and bigger plans in mind than my job. 2 weeks after this conversation with my boss, I met my now husband, Ryan, who was interviewing for a job in high school ministry. I'm so grateful for the ways that God works in mysterious ways. Ryan and I have been married for 6 years now, and we have 3 beautiful boys. Charles is 4.5, Shep is 2, almost 3, and David is 1.5. Eventually, I did leave Peachtree to become the lower school chaplain at the Lovett School, a private independent school in Atlanta. In a lot of ways, it was and still is my dream job. I got to teach religion. I got to lead chapel services. I got to do pastoral care for families and the faculty at Lovett. I left Lovett after 5 years to answer the call to finish my seminary degree and to become ordained. While I am facing graduation in a few short weeks, and I'm not quite sure where the Lord is calling me next, I'm confident that I will be able to use all of the knowledge that Columbia has gifted me to be a blessing to others. I'm hopeful and excited to see where God might be calling me. In the meantime, though, I am active in my church home at Kairos in Sandy Springs. I'm thankful for this group and for the ways that God has blessed me through you all. While I'm sad that we cannot meet in person, I am hopeful that we will be able to do so soon. Thank you.